Okay, it says we are live. Only 1 minute late. I am on time. Actually, I'm 1 minute late. But for the most part, I'm on time. Okay, let's see. Let's add to the stage. Let's get ready to share the screen. Share the screen. We got one person in here. Okay. Okay, there's 5 people in here. Hello, Cece. Okay. I guess people are starting to stroll in while I was tonight. There's a lot on my plate. Oh my god. Tonight our main topic is going to be racism. As you all know, I made a video earlier this week about uh, an all-white community going up outside of Springfield. Apparently, they've already bought the land. They've already got a community going in Arkansas. So I thought we'd talk about racism. And, well, to add to the story, Sydney Sweeney, you've heard about, oh man, oh my God, she is like everywhere. How did that work out? Well, apparently, American Eagle stock, I guess that's the name of the company, went up. They made millions of dollars off of it. People came out and drove to support the store and to support Sweeney. Oh my God, she is everywhere on YouTube. Not to mention all the free advertising that the Gene Company got. Because every YouTuber on the block has made a video about Sydney Sweeney. So look at all the free publicity. They made out like bandits. So she's going to play into the mix. But tonight, it's pretty much racism. This story hits close to home about a community going up in Springfield, outside of Springfield, Missouri, because that's only about 15 minutes from my house. Now, I can drive to Springfield maybe 15, 20 minutes. So that story hits really close to home, to think that we're going to have a community of racists, because that's what they are. I mean, I can understand why this whites only wants to build their own community. I get it. I mean, all the other groups have one. The blacks set one up. I think it was Alabama, Georgia. I gotta find that video. Let's see if I can find that video. Oh, I gotta go here. Do. Whites only, huh? A whites only town. There's another video that I know I watched. No blacks ever, huh? Oh. Return to the land, Sky. I don't know what I did with it. Oh well. We're just gonna pick one and we're gonna respond to it. All right, let's pick.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters, Golly Vibes family. Very, very good show we have today. I mean, good in a way and probably something you never heard before. It's not a good story, though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you thought it was going to be good. No. Whites only city or town being built in Arkansas. Didn't see this one coming. Definitely interesting. I seen the thing in Texas, the Islam little utopia, but I didn't see this one coming. It's in Arkansas. It's a white-only situation. Let's check it out.
My name's Nikki, N-I-K-I. I'm 32. I'm a lady.
This is Return to the Land, a group of millennials who organized online to build something radical and controversial. A town for white people only. They insist it's completely legal. We spent several days with them, watching as the men set about the physical labor of building out the site. All the while, the women of...
It is completely legal. You don't have to like it, but they're right. It is 100% completely legal. They are not the only group, racist group here in Missouri or anywhere in the United States. There are all kinds of cults. We have biker gangs that are just as racist as this community. Oh, and they'll tell you. I mean, they even wear the swastikas on. They have swastikas tattooed on them. So there are already other groups out there that exist. They're correct. It is 100% completely legal. You can't stop them. Do I agree with what they're doing? No. Do I understand why? Sort of. Other communities do the same thing. They're just not as brazen about it. They're not as open. You go in the big cities, you have an Asian community, but that's divided up. You have a Chinese community, Japanese community, a Laotian community. You have a Greek community, Italian community. Even in a big blue city, people are segregated. People want to be with their own kind. I get it. So even there, I mean, they don't come out and say, if you're not Italian, you can't live here. No, but they control the real estate. They do control who lives there. They just don't verbally say it. You can't move in this Italian neighborhood if you're not Italian. As long as the government does not get involved. So again, this group wants to start an all-white community. It is completely legal. Other groups do it. The Muslims have theirs. The Jews have theirs. But an all-white community, I mean, what are you saying here? Well, we have white people from all over the world. What if one guy's from France or Sweden, or one guy's from Spain, he's a Spaniard? Maybe there's a couple guys who are German. Or maybe you may be white, but What if you're not Christian? What if you're a Buddhist? What if you practice Hinduism? What if you don't practice any religion at all, but you're still white? But does that qualify you? I mean, this guy is, I think he is specific, but we have white people of all shapes and sizes and religions. And so the idea of a utopia, not going to work. I don't care who you are. Utopia does not work. It didn't work in the Garden of Eden. It is not going to work here. This guy does not like gays. He does not like Jews. He's very racist. And I cannot support racism. I just can't. I can't tolerate it under any shape or form. Scarfo. I am reading your comments, but again, I cannot tolerate racism no matter who it comes from. But, like I said, this guy wants to have an all-white community, but we have whites of all religions and from all countries. What if you're French? You're white, but you're a Frenchman. You're white, but you're Swedish. You're white, but you're Polish. You're white, but you're an Orthodox Christian, or maybe you're Catholic, or maybe you're a Buddhist. Again, we all need to learn to live with each other. Anglo-Americans only. But again, we're dealing with people who, I don't know. These people are crazy. There's no such thing as utopia. People always they always think the grass is greener on the other side. Okay, let's get back to the video. Let's hear what they have to say.
The group took on the more typically trad homesteading type roles.
I guess I found the people through Twitter that ended up starting this project, actually spearheading it. And I went out to the first April event last year, and it was really fun.
The sort of white-only aspect of this, how important is that to you guys?
Given the premise that it's something that is kind of off limits for whites, but is okay by implication for other groups, I do feel it's necessary to carve that out, and you kind of have to do it yourself.
It's kind of like if we don't do this, the laws are only getting worse as far as freedom of association goes. So it's kind of like we have to do this, or there might come a time where it's not possible to.
Are you guys aware sort of people are going to be watching, it's going to be controversial?
I think people just have a large misunderstanding of what's happening here.
Yeah? What's the biggest misunderstanding?
Well,
That we hate everyone else. Like,
yeah,
it's not about that.
yeah,
By any means.
it's a loving movement.
I mean, on that aspect of it being loving, I suppose the counter argument would be you could be a very loving community if you're part of the community, but if you're black, or if you're Jewish, or if you're gay, you can't be part of that community.
They can have their own communities, and they already do, and I think that's great for them. And it's like if other people are allowed to do it, you don't really see why whites.
Okay, she made a good argument. These other groups, as she was saying, have their own communities. That's true. The Jewish people have their communities. The Muslims have theirs. There are communities that, like I was saying before, there's communities of all kinds. Now, they don't come out and say it, that they openly discriminate. But like I was saying, if you was to move into a Greek community and you're not Greek, you really think you're going to be able to live in a Greek community? Of course not. They're not going to come out and say, well, you can't live here because you're not Greek. They just don't openly say it. They quietly control who lives in their neighborhoods. So, like I said, the bigger cities have it all the time. The Chinese live with the Chinese, the Japanese with the Japanese, the Italians with the Italians, the Greeks with the Greeks. Yeah. 100% support for them. I do and I don't. I don't like racism, so I can't support them. But in another way, I kind of do, because they have a legal right to do so. White people are only 10% of the world's population, and they're a minority. Actually, this has been done. There's actually a white-only community in South Africa. I just watched a video on it. And I know the blacks have tried to set up their own community, but every group's done it. They're just not open about it. But you know that in the bigger cities, that this is what happens. Absolutely. You might move into an area and it's mostly full of Portuguese. Well, do you speak Portuguese? Well, I'm just saying it's been done. And the idea of having an all-white community or all this or all that, hoping to create utopia, it's not going to happen. You're still going to have crime. People are still going to be human. And utopia doesn't exist. It couldn't exist in the Garden of Eden. It failed then. Yeah, in the Garden of Eden. Cain killed his brother. You sound so ignorant. I'm not ignorant. I'm just stating a fact. These people are looking for utopia. So they think we're going to have an all-white community. We're going to build a utopia. The Puerto Rican and black neighborhoods are wild. Yeah, you have neighbors like thank you, Nicodema. Like I said, even in the bigger cities, they are segregated by choice. Well, with all the white hate for the past 15 years, by laugh out loud, good luck without white people. Yeah, let's go back to the video.
Not allowed to do it. It doesn't make any sense. So it's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
The leader, Eric Orwell, wants the community to grow and further what he calls traditional white American culture. And the group is explicit about this. It has an online fundraiser to give cash rewards to parents of newborns as a means to incentivize population growth. Just before we arrived, they donated $1,000 to a family for having their 6th child.
Is that part of the mission as well, to sort of have big families, to make the community bigger? Is there a sort of pressure?
Okay, here's another problem I see with it. Anyone with financial means is not going to move to that community. Anyone with some serious skill sets is not going to move to that community. Why would they? I wouldn't. I'm not 100% white either. I'm part Native American. I grew up in white area. It was great. Loud music, loud people. So one of the things they're going to have a problem with is talent. I'm just saying. They're going to have a talent problem. So you're not going to get the best and the brightest people living in that community. You're just not. Race has nothing to do with lower class, middle class, or rich. That is absolutely true. That's 100% true. I'll put that comment on the screen. You are 100% correct. This is going to trend nationwide. It already has. This is not the first group to do it. Other groups have already done it. This is not a new thing. It's really not. Community is based on income. Yes and no. I can see why communities might be based on income, but I've seen communities in bigger city based on culture. Like I said before, Italians live in one community, Greeks live in another, Portuguese live in another. They still have crime, but people are They just want to be with their own kind. As far as rich and poor, class division, you kind of got that going on too. So yeah, there are gated communities. I would never live in a gated community. Oh, hell no. I prefer living in the city. I prefer living in the country. I have land out here. I don't have a nosy neighbor named Marcy Darcy. Hey, I'm doing great. I got 17 people in here. I want to welcome everybody. Tonight's topic is racism. So we need to get back to the video. Otherwise, I'm going to ramble on because this is happening just a few miles from where I live. So I'm pretty passionate about this, but I cannot support racism. I don't care who it comes from. I don't like it when anybody discriminates someone based on the color of their skin or based on their religion. I just don't like that. I mean, I think there was an old Sunday school song when I was growing up. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. I firmly believe that. Let's get back to the video.
I don't feel particularly myself, I don't feel any pressure to like have a big family. I think there's a kind of expectation here that you do want to, as part of helping grow this thing, that you're going to have.
Okay, before we watch another clip, I'll say this, right? They have the right to do whatever they want to do, right? Because they want to preserve their lineage or something like that. I'm not too sure. But just like I would tell any other group who tried to do something within just based on the color of their skin, like if it was an all Asian group, like you can't come here if you're not Asian, or if it was an all Hispanic group, like you can't be here if you're not Hispanic, or if it's an all black group, like you can't come in here if you're not black. Just like I would tell any one of them, don't think that God's centered in that. I don't know what religion they're practicing, but I hope they don't call themselves Christians doing something like that. And if you are somebody who wants to do something like that, I hope you don't think that you're a Christian. I hope you don't think that God is centered in that.
No blacks, no Jews, no gays. High up in the Ozark Hills.
Interesting how they say no blacks, no Jews, no gays.
Okay. Yeah. I don't like the fact that they said no blacks, no Jews, no gays. I mean, that's their community, but I can't support it. Again, he's right. And he's just quoting what I just got done quoting you. So as soon as I'm done with this video, we're going to move on to Sydney Sweeney. Oh my God. Where do you want to go with that one? But she's a few minutes down the road. I mean, there is a lot of ground for me to cover tonight. Last week, I didn't have anything to talk about. Tonight, you can't shut me up. I'm serious. Okay, majority black. So I will get back to reading your comments here in a little bit. So keep commenting, and I got to go back to make sure I didn't miss any super chats. So we're going to go back to the comments section. Let's get back to the video. I want to thank everybody for watching, for subscribing. I'm not following any script. I'm not professional, but tonight I was on time, and boy, I've got a lot to talk about. Like I said, this is happening in my own backyard. That's why I'm passionate about this subject. It's happening just a few miles from my house. I don't like it.
Like, where's the Asians and the Hispanics and the Middle Easterns and like no blacks, no Jews, no gays? What the heck? What in the world is going on? That's the three. That's the three ones that y'all want out. Just that. Gays ain't even a color. It's like the only actual ethnicity here. Anyway.
No blacks, no Jews, no gays. High up in the Ozark Hills, in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, building houses and a new type of community. It's called Return to the Land, and it is a town open to white people only. They are millennials and Gen Z, and this is a new update of age-old prejudice.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a white.
Okay, like I said, people with money and means would never submit to living in a community like that. I won't even submit to living in an HOA. Hell no. I'm out. So they don't want the Jews buying up their properties. It's not that the Jews are buying up their properties. It's you got Bill Gates, you've got BlackRock. There are several big tech companies buying up your properties. You don't have to worry about the Jews. You should worry about Facebook. You should worry about Google. I enjoy living with an older population. Teens and 20s are too much drama. Okay, let's go back to the video. I wouldn't want to live in an HOA either.
It's only place.
White American culture.
But what this sounds like is bringing back segregation. Is that a fair assessment?
It's free association. So we're not trying to keep other people down. This is a small settlement in the middle of the Ozarks.
But they are being kept out, even if...
You don't let everyone into your home.
Around 40 people live here. Hundreds more from across the world have paid to be members. And while the men do the physical labor, the women take care of the children who live here full time.
It can be a very loving community if you're part of the community, but if you're black or if you're Jewish.
Okay, let's take, for instance, we have Amish and Mennonite communities in the area. They exist. Didn't the Mormons do the same thing that these people are doing? You go to Salt Lake City, it's mostly Mormon. The entire state of Utah, 75% Mormon. But it's not 100%. But it's mostly Mormon. So this has been done, and it's completely legal. Yeah, we have Amish community not too far from my house. And we got Mennonites. Yes, they have their own communities too. But like I was saying, people with the money and the means would not submit themselves to living in something that looks like a cult to me. A cult. Remember the Branch Davidian? Remember David Koresh? How about Jonestown? How did that go? Oh, yeah, they drank all the Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah. That didn't pan out for them.
If you're gay, you can't be part of that community.
They can have their own communities, and they already do.
You might be wondering how any of this can be legal. Return to the Land is structured as a private members association, which they believe allows them to discriminate on the basis of ethnicity, along with other factors. That has yet to be tested in the courts and may well fail. The Arkansas Attorney General has said his office is now reviewing the matter as a result of our reporting, and that there is no room for racial discrimination in Arkansas or anywhere in.
Listen, people can do what they want to do. That doesn't make me love anybody any less. If that's what they choose to do, they have a right to do it. They can do whatever they want to do. However,
mind you, it's a black man saying this. Just putting that out there. This is a black man saying this. Jonestown was mixed. The Davidian compound. Okay, Jonestown, they were cults. The Branch Davidian, a cult. But like I said, people with talent and means are not going to live in a little compound like that. I wouldn't think. So they're going to be lacking in a lot of skills and talents. Just saying. This looks like a cult to me with an authoritarian leader. I'm out. I'm out. I love the freedom I have living here. Okay, let's get back to the video. We still got to talk about that blue jean girl. We're gonna get to her in a few minutes.
Don't think it's God-centered. I don't care what you try to say. You have the right to do what you want to do. If you want to buy land, and listen, if people want to buy land and they don't want other people to be on the land, it's your land. You don't have to say whites only land. If you don't want people on it, just say, look, we don't want nobody else on this. Is our land. Only one family here. You didn't have to go to the next level and say it's only for this type of people, only for this culture. We don't want blacks, Jews, or gays here. What about the Asians? What about the Hispanics? There's a lot more different people than just blacks and Jews. Like, what's going on here? That's the part that gets me. Like, that's the 3 stops? Really? Anybody else? Like, come on, just anybody that just what the heck is going on, bro?
Well, I have a problem with exclusion, to be honest. I have a problem with exclusion and just fundamentally saying somebody is different because of their religion or the color of their skin. I mean, that's my personal opinion. How is this community funded? My understanding is you have something like a GoFundMe. Can you explain that?
The actual purchase of the property was funded by the community members themselves. And up to this point, almost everything that we've done has been our own initiative, our own resources. We've put up some fundraising campaigns, like a legal fundraiser that has been very successful. And that's necessary because many people would try to attack what we're doing as illegal. I've also raised funds to fund a tour to expand our projects, not just to full-time residential communities, but also recreational areas and community centers. I think it's good for the white community to have our own spaces, just like I think the black community should have its own spaces, and the Jewish community clearly has its own spaces.
But the way you put that is that there is a black community, a Jewish community, and so on and so on and so on. And a lot of people say, that's not America anymore. That may have been America 70 years ago, but it's not today. America is a melting pot. You go to a place where I live, like Los Angeles, and there's no, I mean, there are pockets, but there's really no such thing as entire communities anymore. So that's not America anymore.
There are certainly Jewish community centers. Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I have a problem with exclusion, to be honest. I have a problem with exclusion and just fundamentally saying somebody is different because of their religion or the color of their skin.
So, as we all know, okay, we are living in 2025. A large percent of people are mixed. So, if there's somebody who's mixed with white and black, are they able to stay there? That's what I want to know. If somebody is mixed, they 50% white, they 50% black.
Yeah, he's making a good point here. A lot of people are mixed. We have people of all kinds here. This is a melting pot. To find anyone who's purely white or even purely black, good luck with that. I mean, everybody I know is, well, let's see. I'm part Greek, part Italian, I'm part Spanish. Everybody's mixed. Who do you know isn't? No matter who you talk to, it's just the way it is now. But they're going to be lacking in talent. We're almost done with this video. Then we're going to move on to Sydney Sweeney. Well, that'll be interesting.
Black. Are they 50% white? They're 50% Hispanic, 50% white, 50% Asian. Are they able to stay there? Or is it only if you can notice it? It's my question. Like, there's many people who are mixed. How are you supposed to keep them out? Or if when you can notice that they're mixed, like, we could kind of see it in you. We know you're not full, we know you're not a full breed. Let me show you this, guys. This is why I say it's not God-centered. There's neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free, male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. When you step into a place where you have the mindset like these people, you step into a place outside of the character of God. Because you're looking at the flesh too much. When God is looking at
He's absolutely correct. Only hot chicks allowed. Could we just kick out the old ones? People who watch The View. Oh, The View. Oh, don't get me started on that. Oh, my God. Imagine a town where you can't live there if you have teeth. Sounds crazy. I don't know. Okay, so let's get to let's go to my home page. Okay. Oh. Sydney Sweeney. Oh boy. That's only got 109 views. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there's the big fancy ad.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney, Hasbro jeans.
You see what I did there, right?
Look at all the free advertising she's getting on that. Oh my God.
Sydney Sweeney, Hasbro jeans.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're
a tax that's been rejected by voters twice is now poised to take effect. This is going to be formally adopted today.
That's right. In just a couple of hours here in Fairfax County, Adam. All right. Most of you don't care about the state of Virginia, but what struck me here, why I want to share. Wait, right? Have you seen this? This is the American Eagle ad about jeans, about blue jeans. Nice, young, attractive girl. And the whole internet is blowing up saying it has something to do with 1942 Germany.
Sydney Sweeney, Hasbro jeans.
Okay, I don't even know who Sydney Sweeney is. Obviously, she's an important model, actress, somebody important, right? And she's wearing jeans. And it says, Sydney Sweeney's got great genes. Well, the internet decided that has something to do with her genetics and ran off with it's some kind of racist ad, right? I don't see how you see racism in that ad. Am I missing it? Am I missing?
Yeah, there was another ad where they did a play on words where she mentioned she's got blue eyes. She mentioned that she had great genes, as in genetics. She did. They did a play on words, kind of like the TV series Three's Company did a. They always did a play on words. So, yeah, it's just the libtards on the left. Oh my God. Oh, they just had a total meltdown. And they're calling Sydney Sweeney, oh, she's a Nazi, and anyone that supports her is a Nazi. You're a Nazi. Really? You lost your minds? Or is it they're just jealous because she's a young, attractive woman? Oh, yeah, she's young and beautiful. But they did a play in words. I have good genetics. That's why I'm attractive and good looking. What you don't understand is she's probably got to watch her diet. She's got to exercise. So she's got to constantly take care of herself. It's a lot of work to maintain that look. There is. I used to work out at the gym with this guy, and now he's got a full scholarship to college. And he takes good care of himself. He has to work out every day, watch his diet. He has to study hard in school. And that's how he got a scholarship. Is he going to have a future? Absolutely. The left has damaged genes. Yeah, their genes are definitely damaged for sure. So I want to welcome everybody here. So now we're moving on to Sydney Sweeney. Tonight's topic is racism. And I hate to say this, but it's alive and well in the United States of America. All right, let's get back to the video.
The nuance. I mean, American Eagle, I suspect the ownership just wants to sell jeans to people, and the broadest section of people are probably both Democrat and Republican. I would suspect that most American Eagle purchasers of jeans don't care at all about any of this. But yet the internet lost its proverbial mind.
Oh, not everything's political. Oh, it's not that deep. Oh, art doesn't have to be political. Not everything's political. Sydney Sweeney just did a series of ads with American Eagle, the clothing company, promoting her good jeans.
Talking about blue jeans. They're reading way too much into this, aren't they? Am I wrong? Tell me, people watching, am I missing the point? It's like a really 3D underwater super hippo chess that they're promoting something that's nefarious.
Oh, no, but they're talking about the blue jeans. Yeah. Yeah, sure. The attractive white woman with blonde hair, blue eyes is talking about just the jeans she gets from American Eagle. The blonde-haired white woman who had a parody of Make America Great Again for her mom's 60th birthday, where everyone was wearing Blue Lives Matter flags on their clothes.
That was a parody. Let's just say the person was Hispanic, Asian, person of color. You pick it. And they said, Joe Smith has got great genes. Joe Smith was an attractive, I don't know, Samoan man. You go, great. I love the ad. It's a good ad, right? It's fun. Why do we have to make everything? And this is a calculated, planned, scripted event here.
Okay, so yeah, I think he's missed the mark. Because there was, I think he missed the mark because there was an ad and they did do a play on words between jeans and jeans. So yeah, he played the wrong commercial, and I don't know if I can find it on here or not.
we had a massive person on social media say this ad is about something more than selling blue jeans. Then all of these little called leaf cutter ants on TikTok run with it, and they keep going.
Clothing. It's just talking about her blue jeans, echoing very, very far right. Oh, genes are passed down by parents to their offsprings, not to their children, their offsprings. No, it's just talking about blue jeans. But art isn't political. Not everything's political. It's not that deep. It's not that deep until it is. You shallow.
Okay, so I am so lost. We've had plenty of Calvin Klein ads with a diverse group of people, let's call it. You've seen those.
Okay. Brooke Shields did a commercial like that many, many years ago. That's a fact. Maybe I can try to look that up for you. Yeah, I'll try to look that up. Let's see. Let's get back to YouTube. I think he did miss the mark. So let's go to this guy. He's
Denise, who did the Sydney Sweeney ad? Well, get him in here. What's up, boss? Sit down, Cletus. What's going on, sir? You are causing us a world of hurt with this racist Sydney Sweeney ad. Damn, really? Yeah, people are pissed off, and you're causing the company major backlash. I'm so sorry. What's the damage looking like? Well, now people are saying American Eagle is promoting racism and Nazi propaganda. Oh, God. And the ads brought in $300 million. Oh, this is bad. I don't know if we can recover from this. Oh, and your cute little play on words. Sydney Sweeney has great genes. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Well, it's just meant to convey a message that she has good genes because she's white, and that white is better, and bad genes make you not white. I mean, that's just what I was going for. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Oh, wow, there's a typo. I meant to spell genes with a G. I didn't even catch that. Oh, so some people thought the ad was talking about the genes we sell being the great genes. But no, it's meant to be all about her white genetics. Genes with a G. What a weird typo. We poached you from Jaguar because we liked your work. Why couldn't you do an ad for us like you did for them? Which one? The one with the pedophiles that caused a 98% drop in sales. Oh, that one. Now, this was good work. What the hell happened? Did you start drinking? No, I was just trying to capture the spirit of that ad in a new way. With this, it's like, yes, here's some minor attracted people cross-dressing, but that's okay because that's just a sexual.
Okay, I want you to notice something here. Notice the hat he's wearing. I'm a big fan of the Dukes of Hazzard. I got them on DVD. Let's see. Oh, here it is right here. The Dukes of Hazzard. I'm a huge fan of the Duke boys. Oh, yeah. I love the Dukes of Hazzard. Who doesn't? I just wanted you to notice the hat that guy was wearing. That's all. So yeah, this video is actually kind of funny. This guy's a comedian, so
orientation. So buy a car from Jaguar. And then with Sydney Sweeney, it's like, yes, she's racist, but that's just a mental orientation. So buy jeans from us. And I guess the world wasn't ready for that leap. Well, it was a leap in the wrong direction, idiot. I'm very ashamed of myself. Or this great ad you did for Calvin Klein. I mean, this is what we hired you for, but you stuck us with Sydney Sweeney. I mean, where'd you get these models? They were just injured animals from the zoo. That's what I'm talking about. That's what people want to see from American Eagle. But you've just gone rogue and pissed off half the country with her racist butt, lips, and boobs. Obese man tits, mutilated genitals, cardiac arrest. That's the beauty people want to see and emulate. Yeah, I can see that now. silver lining. If you really stretch your imagination, isn't there at least a little bit of positive in that we made $300 million in a day from the Sydney Sweeney ad? No, because half the country will never buy from us. They're mad. Well, with all due respect, sir, we don't even make jeans that can fit the people that are pissed off. Doesn't matter. Unless we can get the jeans to kind of like orbit them. Like their gravitational pull keeps the jeans in their orbit. Work with their physics. Now that's good. Run with it.
Now, just for context here, people are going to shop and buy jeans there no matter what. They can say all they want. I'm going to boycott it. I remember my late wife and I were at Walmart one day, and some customer was screaming at the manager. She says, "I'm never going to shop here again." Guess what? 3 days later, she was shopping at Walmart again after she swore she'd never return. Just saying. Boycotts don't work. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Oh, Lonnie Anderson. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Wow. Yeah, she was on WKRP, was one of the influences of this live stream. It's partly influenced by WWE and by WKRP, because I used to watch that growing up, and I always wanted to be Johnny Fever. I wanted to come on the air and say booger, 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 and not worry about anything. But another thing that I want to point out here in this video, that they said that, well, half our country can't wear these jeans anyway. And as far as plus size models or plus size mannequins, let's say that I had a department store. Now, I'm not woke or anything. Let's just say that I have a department store. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm drinking Blackberry Dr. Pepper. It is awesome. So, I own a department store. Naturally, if half the country is plus size and I got to sell clothes, I'm going to have plus size clothing. I'm also going to have to hire plus size models for my to model in my plus size clothing. If over half the population is now plus size, naturally I have to hire plus size models. I may have plus size mannequins in my store. Why? It's not a matter of being woke. It's just supply and demand. I look out my window and over half the population is plus size. So naturally, yes, I'm going to sell plus size clothing. I'm going to have plus size models. I'm going to have plus size mannequins. It's just a basic supply and demand issue. It has nothing to do with wokeism. That's just me. Don't you want young, beautiful, attractive models? Of course I do. But I also have to appeal to the majority of the population, or I don't stay in business. That's just business. I mean, it's true. You look out, you go to the grocery store, half the population is overweight. So yeah, I'm going to have to sell products that appeal to they're now the majority. So I have to, in order to stay in business, appeal to the majority as well as the minority. So, so that's me. So let's get back to this guy is really, really funny.
And no racism in this next campaign. Damn it. Really? None. So you just want like, hey, we're morbidly body positive and we hate white people kind of thing? Exactly. Oh, so you don't want any racism. Correct. And we can't be misogynistic either. So just use women for this next ad. So bearded men in dresses. 100%. This makes a lot of sense. Thank you for the marketing course correct, sir. That's what I'm here for. Now get out. Stupid people around here. It's no mystery. We're living in a world where you will
Oh
not
my
be
God.
healthy by accident. And I think one of the most potent things people can do to increase their overall health, manage their weight, reduce their stress, sleep better, ultimately feel happier is infrared saunas. For example, a study out of Finland showed that regular sauna use reduces all-cause mortality by 40%. But one of the biggest obstacles in the way is it can take a long time to drive to a sauna facility, or having super powerful, heats up fast, and is convenient. When I
Okay. I don't want to see a commercial. So I didn't know he was going to go right into a commercial. So yeah. So what do you think of that Sydney Sweeney deal, huh? Wow. Racist dog whistle. Oh my God. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts did. Oh, wow. Dunkin' Donuts did something very similar. Oh, let's check this out.
Dunkin' Donuts now has joined the ad wars. Now, remember, it was Sydney Sweeney who did literally a denim ad, and the left was like, she said chains? Like G-N-E-S? That's clearly the only way that word's spelled, and it only has one meaning. And they got mad at her because she was unapologetically pretty, and it's really about a war on traditional standards of beauty. Anyway, so Dunkin' Donuts decided to do an ad, and now they're all mad again. I'm not making this up. They're all mad again. First, here's the Dunkin' ad, and if any of the YouTube people try to get us for fair use, I wish a plague of AIDS fire on your house. Go ahead and play this.
Look, I didn't ask to be the king of summer. It just kind of happened. This tan? Genetics. I just got my color analysis back. Guess what? Golden summer. Literally. I can't help it. Every time I drink a Dunkin' Golden Hour refresher, it's like the sun just finds me. So if sipping these refreshers makes me the king of summer, guilty as charged.
Okay. He's too shaven. I mean, and he's also a baby. But not really what I would... I mean, if it's more masculine than Dylan Mulvaney. I'll put it that way. So...
Most things are.
I mean, the reason I say this is I told you guys this yesterday, and the responses from you guys were interesting. Can we just throw that up on the screen there real quick? Okay, I guess, don't be... I hate the granny chains that are big and obvious. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. So we've got like, oh, make sure you look at my hand tats. And then also the granny glass beads, the cat sweatshirt, the nerdy glasses that are too big for her face so that she can like try to overemphasize that she's a reader and doesn't actually need them to see anything. Just going to say, there's too many things happening here. Why do they always look like this? You're so mean, Dana. Okay, and back to my point. Why do they always look like this? Why do all of the people complaining about it look like this? She can complain about it because she doesn't have to worry about losing that guy's interest ever. That guy is not going to go, sweet cat shirt really emphasizes your bust. He's not going to say that. He's not going to say that, Kane. And it's poo brown also, by the way. Can I just also say that anything that looks like feces that is that color does not look good on anybody. I don't care what your complexion is. It's bad. The green, everything about this is wrong. Everything about this is wrong. Because why, Kane?
Because it takes a degree of self-loathing in order to have a take like that.
I had to have a sip of
that tea.
Super strong coffee to get through this soundbite. It's the they're very upset. Who cares what you like? Oh, you're mad over a donut ad. You're mad over a donut ad. What do these people not get mad about? Oh my gosh, pancake syrup sets them off. Butter sets them off. Everything the hair care products set them off.
Okay, I'm going to interject here for a second. So, looks to me between what's happening with Sweeney and this guy here is not necessarily a war on white people, but it's a war on attractive people. It's a war on our standard of beauty. Am I wrong? Am I also wrong in saying that this is a whole nother topic? Really, it is. lookism, but our society is based on lookism. Think about how true that is. This is the original topic I had planned for tonight, was the all-white community, and then the Sydney Sweeney thing just kind of added to it. I think racist women are compromised morally and have sexual energy. So I want to thank that one person for the super chat. I think Thomas. I did get one earlier. I did catch that one. I will go back through the comments before I end it. So we still got 14 people in here. Wow. So what's everybody's take? My brother's not in here tonight. So there's a cat meowing. Okay, let's get back to that video. The woman's going to react to this. Let's see if we can play a little bit.
Donut ads, set them off. Jeans, set that. Is there anything that they don't get upset over? Seriously, I think it's better to ask, what do these rando TikTok heifers not get mad about? I'm mad about those beads on her glasses. That's annoying as hell. You know that has to hit her face. You know she has to see. That's in her line of sight. If she's doing something, oh, gotta have my cool beads. Look, I'm different. I have these. Why are you so mean, Dana? You should make fun of other people. Then watch a different show. So they're always looking like this. There's
okay. Let's go exit out of this one. Dunkin' Donuts releases Vibe ad. Oh, Asmongo, he's pretty good.
Wearing Blue Lives Matter shirts.
Yeah.
Not only that, the party.
Oh my God.
And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing.
Yeah.
Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle
And she's
jeans.
not wearing
Sydney
shoes.
Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right?
And by the way, the entire context of this is them talking about her boobs, by the way. That's what's being discussed with jeans. Everybody that's not a retard. All right.
The friend that's too woke, because those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird, like fascist weird, like Nazi propaganda weird.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
Should we be surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle?
I love how like the idea is American Eagle is like somehow like fascist or bad or propaganda. Didn't America like fucking beat fascism in World War II? Didn't we get rid of that? What are we talking about here? Oh my God. Look at her background. It's Pokemon and the ever-changing pride flag that adds a new color every single year. Oh my God.
Making fascist propaganda like this? Probably not, but it's still really shocking. Like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes.
Yeah.
I take it this is a war on lookism. This is more, like I said, an attack on standards of beauty. And the people doing the attacking, look at this bitch. Look at her. Oh my God. I bet she eats a few donuts every day. So she's actually jealous because this other girl is hot, she's sexy, and she can't stand that. Hot and sexy, and she's probably getting laid every once in a while. This woman here, oh God. Oh, I can only imagine. This is the core of it right here. It's because Sydney Sweeney is hot and sexy, and this bitch can't stand it. She can't, she's jealous. She's jealous. That's my take. She's totally, completely jealous.
Because of her boobs, obviously. And also she's attractive. And this is something that people might not want to hear, but it's true. A lot of people's appearance is genetic. Like if you are ugly and you look weird, there are oftentimes genetic reasons for this. It's not because of like, there's some people that are just fat or something like that. Oh, absolutely. But if people have a weird sized face, especially women with body proportions, these are primarily genetic. And so there are chicks that have huge ass titties. They didn't do anything to earn that. And there's chicks that don't, and they didn't do anything to earn that either. And so the entire idea, that's just the way it is. And so fat fatigue, yeah. America has fat fatigue. We're sick of looking at people that are ugly and displeasing to look at, modeling clothes. It's insane. Why would anybody?
Again, as far as plus size people modeling clothes, which I do, live in a community that's over 50% plus size, naturally you're going to have to sell plus size clothing and have plus size models, or you can't sell clothes. That's just supply and demand issue. But yeah, this is in my opinion, a war on lookism, a war on beauty. This bitch can't stand the fact that Sydney Sweeney is young and beautiful, and she attracts a lot of men. She can't stand that fact. She hates it. She's jealous. Well, maybe she shouldn't have so many donuts. Well, who am I to talk? I just had a blackberry Dr. Pepper. But I work it off. I burn it off. I'm not fat. I don't drink 10 of these a day either. One a day, maybe.
They want this. And so, yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what this is. Someone said there are Nazi dog whistles in that ad. Well, of course, right? And that's what it is. Genetics have to do with it, but she works on herself in the gym eating healthy. She shouldn't be ashamed of her hard work to look good. No, bro, like I'm telling you, genetics play a bigger role than you think. They really do. Genetics play a huge role in people's attractiveness, and some people are just born ugly, and that's it. Now they can improve their appearance, and they can do things to make things better and make it easier for themselves. But in a general sense, they're born ugly. That's it. And that too bad, right?
He's absolutely right. But like you said, you can do things to change your appearance. You could always improve yourself. I'm not a Chad. Shit. I'm not 6'4", big muscles. That ain't me. But I don't worry about that. I do the best I can. I shave, shower, I work out at the gym, I go for hikes, and I stay, see? Yeah, I mean, I do what I can to look as attractive as I can. True, I can't do anything about my height, but I can certainly avoid eating donuts every day, drinking a 2-liter bottle of pop every day. I go to work, I work a very physical job, and I drink unsweet tea, so I get plenty of fluids. I've also cut back on eating sandwiches, so I'm cutting out my carbs as well. There are things I can do to improve my health. I'm 58. So yes, this bitch is jealous of Sydney Sweeney because Sydney's hot. She's just jealous because she can't get Chad. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Asmon's right.
Fucking bad.
Like, that is Nazi propaganda. I
Yeah.
also am thinking about like all of the young girls who are doing their back to school shopping right now at places like American Eagle who are seeing ads like this.
This is the person, by the way, who is ruining everything. Do you remember what I said? 2 groups of people. This is exactly what I mean. This person right here is a bigger threat to America than ISIS, Iran, Hamas, Hezbollah, all put together. Okay? Like this is the real enemy within. All right? It's true. And I'm being serious about this. These people will ruin everything.
Also, American Eagle is mostly a brand that like teenagers to like young adults shop at. And so the fact that like this type of advertising is being used that feels so for the male gaze and so
it is for the male gaze. That's right. Because guys like looking at hot girls with big boobs. That's right. That's correct. Wow.
That's absolutely true. That's 100% true. Absolutely. Yes. I'm only 50. I don't turn 59 till next year. Hi, kitty, kitty. Hey, he's getting up and around. Okay. Let's see if we can get back to Asmongold here.
Thank you. Thank you, Lilith. You've given us the insight that nobody else ever had. Wow. Did you guys know that? What a fucking surprise.
sexualized. Like, I just don't like it. I don't like it even a little bit.
Boy. So we got to talk about the liberal outrage over Sydney Sweeney pushing what they're calling Nazi fascist eugenics propaganda in an ad campaign with American Eagle Outfitters.
It sure seems like it worked.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Because she has great genes, this is Nazi fascist eugenic propaganda, right?
Of course.
Liberals are very upset over Sydney Sweeney having
It's not even liberals. It's just it you'll see.
But
you'll see. You'll see.
American Eagle, their stock has enjoyed a lot of success since this ad campaign. Really showing.
Wait, so are you telling me that they put out an ad with an attractive woman that had big boobs and it caused the number to go up? Has this ever happened before?
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Oh man. Like, I'm not sure if this has ever happened. What do you mean you could just go and do that? What do you mean you could just go and put a video game out and then have a bunch of people play it and say that it's insanely good because the characters are hot? No way. They cracked the code. How do they keep figuring us out? They're pissed because they can't fit into those jeans?
These liberals that America's back. And that's what I want to talk about here today, because that's what this is.
I'm sure they
about.
sell Forex.
Liberals are upset that non-woke advertising is back, that companies are making money off of not being woke, right? In fact, trying to appeal to a majority of Americans.
Okay, remember that, Brooke Shields? Let's see.
The secret of life lies hidden in the genetic code. Genes are fundamental in determining the characteristics of an individual and passing on these characteristics to succeeding generations. Occasionally, certain conditions produce a structural change in the gene, which will bring about the process of evolution. This may occur in one or more of the following ways. Firstly, by selective mating, in which a single gene type proves superior in transmitting its genes to future generations. Secondly, by gene drift, in which certain genes may fade away while other genes persist. And finally, by natural selection, which filters out those genes better equipped than others to endure in the environment. This may result in the origin of an entirely new species, which brings us to Calvin's and the survival of the fittest.
Calvin Klein genes.
Wow. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh my God. Brooke Shields. Yeah. She's like, that was 45 years ago. She was barely, what, 14, 15 years old? The things that she was saying, she was mentioning evolution, genetics. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. That was 1980. Oh my God. You saw that, right? You thought Sydney Sweeney was, oh my gosh, that what Brooke Shields did went way beyond Sydney Sweeney. I mean, talk about evolution, genetics. I mean, can you imagine that the liberal, if this was played today, if they made this commercial today, oh my God. Oh wow. Oh wow. I'm this, actually, folks, this is the first time I've watched the entire commercial in its entirety from Brooke Shields. So I'm like shocked at some of the things that she was saying. Can you imagine the meltdown they would have right now? Especially if she were mega. Oh my gosh. Yeah, wow. Yeah. And this was at a time when it was controversial to teach evolution in school. Oh, gosh. Oh, that commercial by Brooke Shields. Oh, my God. Sydney Sweeney's got great genes. I'll say that. Brooke Shields, Calvin commercials. Wow. I think the one is all you needed. Oh, my gosh. But Brooke Shields did some pretty racy stuff. I'm telling you. This. Okay, I think we're done with YouTube. Oh, wow. Okay, let's go in the comments section. We're going to run out of battery power pretty soon. Racist stuff? You saw that Brooke Shields thing, right? Oh my God. If you missed the Brooke Shields thing I just played for you, oh, talk about racy. Oh. Okay, let's go back through the chats. Sure I didn't miss anybody's chats. Okay, now we're going to go through the chats. All right. I know there was one super chat in there. I did display it on the screen, by the way. So this week we're going to Nicodema. Hello, Nicodema. Hello, Troy. Hello, Deplorable Me. Completely Useless Games. Hello. Tim Scott. Hello, Tim Scott. Inked Cane. Nicodemus. Poison Ivy. Ray Life. Marcus. Poison Ivy, Deplorable Me. I'll quickly go into the chats here. Church of Scientology, that's a cult. Thomas Robinson, thank you for the super chat. I'm scrolling through the chats here. Oh. Can you share the story about that Ozark Live post you made? Did you appear on TV? Is it available somewhere so you can show us? Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about that photo? The Ozark Live. Actually, it is on my YouTube channel. That time that my wife and I appeared on Ozark Live, you can find that on my YouTube channel. It is in there. I promise you. It's called I named it my Shark Tank audition. That's the title I gave it. But the time that my late wife and I appeared on Ozark Live, yeah, that's on YouTube. That's on my channel. It has been uploaded. And getting a hold of the videos like that when you appear on TV, sometimes it's not easy to get a copy for yourself because of copyright issues. It's not easy. I had to get permission to download that video. That was then. They had lawyers. So, yes, Hunan Kiyoma. Yeah, it's on my channel. I promise you, it's there. You scroll down. It's called My Shark Tank Audition. That's what I titled it, because I was a big fan of Shark Tank. Next week's live stream, it's going to be about artificial intelligence. Wait till I show you the latest developments on AI. I just want to share my thoughts on the white-only community, on Sydney Sweeney. She's on. Oh, my God. Yeah, American Eagle stock went up. They made $300 million, not including all the free publicity they're getting on YouTube. All those, their ads being played over and over. Millions of dollars worth of free advertising. No such thing as bad publicity. There's some truth in that. Found it. Thank you. Yeah, it is uploaded. It was not easy to acquire that either. But yeah. So next week we're going to talk about artificial intelligence. I got to do a podcast after I close up tonight for Spotify. I'm also, tonight's on podcast on Spotify. I'll probably talk about PBS. Yeah, that'll be, as you know, they've been defunded. So my advice on what we're going to talk about on the podcast is PBS. The only way to save it is for them to start a streaming service like everybody else. If you want to watch PBS, didn't you have a co-pilot with a cool name? Yeah, I have a Bing co-pilot. You're right. I use my co-pilot for my food reviews. Yes. I'm on my laptop now. That's how I'm able to live stream. I'm using a Canon EOS M50. For those of you who want to know what kind of camera I'm using. They cost about $800. I can hook up a second camera if I wanted to. I'm also going to get StreamYard Pro. So this way I can use this software and really improve my channel. So tonight on Spotify, I'm going to talk about PBS. Should they start a streaming service to save themselves? That way, those of you who claim, oh my God, we got to save PBS, well, put your money where your mouth is. If they started a streaming service just like Disney, I saw Troy in chat. I like that as a co-pilot name. Oh, you think my co-pilot's name should be Troy? I'll consider that. My co-pilot does not have a cool name yet. So what do you think? So I'm going to record that here in a few more minutes. Why PBS needs to start a streaming service. That way, those of you that want to watch PBS can pay your $10 a month and you can stream it just like Disney, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, just like everything else. I'm going to watch WKRP in tribute to Lonnie Anderson. This YouTube channel is partly loosely based on WKRP, and at least influenced by it. I have the whole series on DVD. I do. WKRP in Cincinnati. I own the whole series. I got every episode on DVD. Yeah, I heard she passed away. It's so sad. But I love this show. I really do. See, this is Johnny Fever right here. I always wanted to have my own radio show since I was a kid. Now I do it in real life. Not a radio, but this technology allows me to say and do whatever I want. I'm a small, tiny little channel, which means, well, I can pretty much do whatever I want. I'm not under the stress of other YouTubers begging for subscribers. I got to get my viewer and subscriber count up. I know that. So I will be trying to come out with better quality videos if I can. If I got StreamYard Pro, I can do picture-in-picture. I can do screen sharing, screencasting. And it's worth it because I'll be able to upload immediately. Versus hard copy, I have to go back, edit it, and it could take an hour to upload. I loved Johnny Fever, cool character. Yeah, he was fired because he said the word booger. So I could say the word booger all I want. Booger, 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 and I don't worry about it. Unless you know the show, you just didn't understand that joke about booger. One of my the all-time favorite episodes I think everybody likes about WKRP is the Great American Turkey Drop. Remember the turkey drop? Oh my gosh. I think I got a t-shirt somewhere. I know I got the coffee mug. WKRP. Look at that. Got a WKRP in Cincinnati coffee mug. I'm a huge fan. I got a t-shirt somewhere. It's not in that closet. It's probably in my other closet. Lonnie made my Oshkosh tight back in the day. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Lonnie Anderson was hot. Oh. Yeah, Lonnie Anderson passed away. Yeah, she had a relationship with Burt Reynolds. But that's not the only woman to have a relationship with Burt Reynolds. Dinah Shore, she was big before Oprah. She had a relationship with Burt Reynolds. Yeah, Lonnie Anderson passed away. Yeah, so sad. My camera, the battery's not blinking yet. When it blinks, that's when I know it's time to go. So, since it's not blinking yet. Let's go to share screen. Okay, we're back to sharing the screen again. Okay, yeah, Lonnie Anderson passed away. Let's look up Lonnie Anderson. She was 79.
Now to some breaking news here. Actress Lonnie Anderson has died just days before her 80th birthday. Anderson was best known for her role in the hit 80s TV comedy WKRP in Cincinnati. She was nominated for Emmy and Golden Globe Awards for her role as an empowered receptionist. Anderson shared the screen with Burt Reynolds in the comedy Stroker Ace, who she was married to until 1994. Her publicist says she died in a hospital in Los Angeles following a prolonged illness. Lonnie Anderson was 79 years old.
There you go. She was 79. Wow. She was a favorite of mine. Wow. This has been an interesting podcast. So now I'm reading your guys' comments. Like I said, back on the original topic of the all-white village. It's a cult. It's a cult. Right at the Roxbury. Oh my. How much money is she worth? Well, it wouldn't matter, Thomas, because you can't take it with you. How has dating been going? I haven't dated anybody. I'm single. Not much to find in a small town anyway. I gotta go to Springfield. Probably join a networking group or something just so I can be around people. It's the only way I'm going to meet somebody. I'm going to have to get out of this small town and get back into the city. My cat's doing pretty good. He's slowly getting up and around. Yeah, it wouldn't matter how much money she was worth because she's gone and that's it. I mean, I'm 58 when I go. Springfield has some babes. Well, it should. It's a college town. There's 100,000 students in that town. Isis is the name of my cat. My late wife and I named him after the Egyptian goddess. Yes. Not the terror group, but The Egyptian goddess. Yeah, not the terrorist group. No. Isis was an Egyptian goddess. And when we first got the cat, we thought he was a she. So my wife named him Isis. You're looking for a college kid? No. No, I'm just saying there's students there of all ages. Actually, the average age of a college student is not in their 20s. You'd be surprised how many 30 and 40-somethings are going back to school. Might have some luck at the college bars. No, I don't go to the college bars, no. But Springfield's got a lot of industry. They've got Medical Mile. Cox and Mercy employ 40,000 people. So, yeah. Beer brewing capital. Springfield beer brewing. We have the Springfield Brewing Company, but I wouldn't call it the beer brewing capital. I'll have to Google that up. I would think Milwaukee brews a lot of beer. Matter of fact, the TV show Laverne and Shirley takes place in Milwaukee. And I think Laverne and Shirley on the TV series worked for the brewery. That's one TV series I don't have on DVD. I don't have Happy Days. I don't have Laverne and Shirley. Budweiser beer. Yeah. I'm clean and sober, so I don't drink. Got any good fast food hot chicken places in Springfield? Oh, I'm sure we do. We got Popeyes. We got Cane's. We've got Chick-fil-A. Okay. Well, my battery's not blinking yet. We've been on almost 2 hours and my battery hasn't blinked yet. Do you remember the movie Strange Brew? I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. But I have heard of it. That's a long time ago. A&W. You know what's amazing, Thomas? I just watched a documentary on root beer, where it comes from. You got A&W, you got Mug. Oh, yeah. Strange Brew. I've never seen it. Oh, paying attention to the chat. So I had a pretty good live stream tonight. I came in here with a topic already ready to go, and then this Sydney Sweeney thing just happened to come along. So cool, it just fits right in to the topic. It is funny movie. Check it out. I will check it out. I will check it out. One movie I've been wanting to check out dealing with bullies is root beer is made with tree chemicals. I think so. Originally, there are some root beer brands that are made with all natural ingredients, and you're gonna pay for that. I love YouTube because all kinds of documentaries. I just watched one on root beer, couple of them. Very fascinating history. Oh man, we talked about the all-white community. The all-white community is going to fail. It's going to fail because they're racist. It's going to fail because no such thing as utopia. Barks root beer is great. I drink Mug and A&W. Mug root beer is horrible. Really? That's what I drink. But I think A&W is a little bit better than Mug. IBC root beer was good. There are also brands out there that are all natural, and you're going to pay good money for those. So what do you guys think of Coca-Cola going to cane sugar? I agree A&W is better than Mug. It probably is. I kind of do like it better. Sarsaparilla soda is better. Yeah. Sarsaparilla. Some root beer brands are made from sarsaparilla. Carmen and Robert TV. I guess you don't like root beer. Root beer was made in what year? Oh, I gotta look that up. Oh. Let's see. They say root beer has been drunk in the United States since at least the 18th century. It has been sold in confectionery stores since at least 1840s. Huh. How is Dad today? How you been? You should watch the movie Bully with Rick Moranis. Don't like Coca-Cola. I rather root beer. My dad's doing okay. Well, hearing about Lonnie Anderson, yeah, my family discussed what we're going to do should something happen to Dad. Shoot, something could happen to me. I'm almost 60. Oh, look, my battery is blinking. Well, it's hard to say au revoir, so au gratin. I'm going to have to let everybody go. It's starting to blink now. Au gratin, everybody. Au gratin. Bye-bye.